Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.
Hello everyone and welcome to ATB Wealth Community Spotlight. Today I'm joined by Heather and Craig from Kelowna, Maine. Well, City of Kelowna and Kelowna, Maine. We'll say Campbell. So welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for
So
having us.
I have to say that I didn't know anything about Kelowna, Maine until about a week ago when this came across my desk. So
That breaks my heart.
Let's start. Hopefully I'm the only one. Let's say, but let's pretend there's another person out there maybe that hadn't heard about Kelowna, Maine before. Tell us a little bit about what is it? What are we doing? What's the days look like? Tell us a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm. So it was started a couple years ago by City of Kelowna employees and kind of a volunteer group. Wanted a signature event back in the city,
right?
Kind of along the lines of like a Fat Cat Children's Festival, that type of thing. Yeah. So we wanted our own signature family festival. So it was kind of came to fruition, and it was a small festival in City Park. And then over the last couple of years, due to some logistics and fires, it just hasn't happened. So this year we're back, rejigged it a little bit, and you know, we've got Heather on board as well, and we've basically expanded it from one afternoon to 3 days.
Love it.
2 days of programming, plus we have Shooting Stars Amusements in town. So. So we got lots of fair rides and that type of thing. That runs over 3 days.
Wow.
And then we have our programming for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. So
that's fun. So Heather, what's your role? You said you got brought on. So what's your role in Kelowna, Maine?
Well, I've had the great pleasure of working with Craig and the rest of the City of Kelowna team in creating and kind of re-envisioning Kelowna, Maine to bring it back stronger and bigger and more vibrant than ever. We've involved not only Shooting Star Amusements, which I hear so many great people are excited to come down. Yeah, we got the rides, right? So definitely that's a big draw, but even more important is that this event is more than just a music festival. Kelowna is blessed with a lot of really great music festivals out there, but we needed something a little more all-inclusive, more comprehensive for all the families and different activities, things like sports and art and markets and music and dance and everything you can imagine. So I worked with the city to create what this could be and started all that programming and creating a comprehensive festival site right in City Park, where people can come down and just feel the vibe and hang out with their neighbors and their friends and see everything that we have created for them.
Love it. So Craig, how did so you're from the City of Kelowna? I'm curious what your role is there, but I'm always curious, like from you said like you wanted a signature event. Like how did this idea come together? Were you part of sort of the ideation originally of it?
Well, it came together a few years ago when it first kind of started, and then it's kind of gained a bit of momentum over the last few years. So I'm newish at this role. So I've been with the city a few years, but new to a community development coordinator role. So this was kind of the first kind of like, here's a big project. So exactly, right? So it's been great, and we have I think we've got a great lineup. A few different things. We got a pop-up frisbee golf course from the Kelowna Disc Golf Association, so that'd be kind of fun. We have rock climbing with nice climbing studios. We have an entertainment lineup that is full on. It's great. We have Indigenous acts. We have Ukrainian dancers. We got
lots of diversity, lots of
bands
culture.
from Kelowna and the Okanagan. And so that runs right across the board. 3 o'clock is our opening ceremony. So we'd like to have a small crowd down there, 3 p.m. on Friday. So we have Councillor Weber giving some opening remarks, as well as Red Spotted Horse Entertainment doing some entertainment with some drumming and some dancers, Indigenous dancers. So that should be a lot of fun. So 3 o'clock is kind of when we kick everything off.
Got it.
So if you want to come on down there, and then Saturday is like the full 11 till 9 p.m. We have things going on from, there's ultimate frisbee that goes into the water. It has a really funky name. I can't remember.
Beach.
Beach.
It's called Beach.
Okay.
It's kind of beach ultimate frisbee.
That's how combined all together.
Yes.
And we've partnered with the Kelowna Farmers Market crew, so they're bringing a bunch of artisan markets, artisan vendors down.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty good selection of that. We have a big activity tent, so a big hex tent, City of Kelowna hex tent that we have, and we'll have science experiments. We'll have museum demonstrations,
birdhouse making,
in the activity tent.
Got it all covered. I love it.
And then what else do we got going on? There's
Bark in the Park.
Yeah.
Bark in the Park is for the furry friends.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the big objective for this event. It's Kelowna made.
Right.
So we wanted to have something that represented everybody and all the types of people and culture that we have here in Kelowna. So yeah, we have sports, we have music, dance, puppies. So Bark in the Park's this kind of little zone we have, so you can bring down your furry member of the family and get either glam photo shoots done or pet caricatures, like you and your pet as you know the caricatures. Some play areas and such for dog agility demonstrations. So the Kelowna Dog Agility Club will be down doing some dance and sort of super dog-esque kind of demos. So that will be exciting. So bring your dog down. That's a must. And then, you know, with the workshops and everything happening there, yoga in the yurt is going to be down there. We have something
really
for everyone.
Covered everything.
Well, that's the thing. We have music and we have lots of other very special niche, but this is everyone. We've got different diversities, different ethnicities, different genres of music and culture and sport. There's basketball. You can learn how to play cornhole. We have a cornhole tournament going down there.
Awesome.
So if you haven't got into the cornhole thing yet,
get into
you got to come down, learn, and play a little cornhole, and you'll be sold from that. But come down, plan to spend the day. We've got the food trucks. We've got, amusements there. We've got a beautiful venue. We've got beautiful Kelowna. You can come down, spend all day Friday, all day Saturday. And then Sunday is just the amusements. So Friday and Saturday is the festival. Come down and check it all out all day. And then on Sunday, catch those last few rides and games that you might not have got to on the first 2 days.
And when we're saying Friday, don't show up tomorrow.
No,
it's a week tomorrow.
It's a week tomorrow, on the 15th.
August 15th, 16th, to 17th. Well, you can show up tomorrow.
Well, you could definitely enjoy City Park.
Grab an ice cream and walk the park. But the event actually, festival is a week tomorrow. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So, Heather, I know that events like this, festival this, don't happen. Like we always see, I always find that even with businesses, like you see the front end, but all the work that goes behind that put this together, right? So can you talk a little bit about, from a sponsorship perspective, you can't do this without sponsors, obviously, but you mentioned we're still looking for volunteers as well.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
I mean, certainly this is a City of Kelowna event. They're the host, if you will. But of course we can't do it without our sponsors and supporters, either financial or with their time. And we want to thank Valley First Credit Union that has stepped up to name our main stage. Cool. So the Valley First main stage will be going throughout the festival time. Fortis BC is one of our supporting sponsors. Okay. And then there are our very important value in kind production partners like Avalon Rentals. Love them in the city, can't do it without them. New Horizon Productions is managing all the AV in production and doing it at a great discount for the City of Kelowna. Big fans. But then we have our media partners as well, people like Kelowna Now, Castanet, Go Radio, and Sun FM. Thank you very much. Without getting the word out, please tell your friends. A lot of people are saying that, they hadn't really heard about it. So talk to your friends, get on our Facebook page, Kelowna Made. We're posting lots of information on the schedule and announcements and things like that. Hey, did you guys know our big closer on Saturday is Andrew Allen? He is doing it out of the big heart that man has. But that's pretty cool for a Saturday night festival. So make sure you come down for that. But also our website. Cool. KelownaMade.ca. That's where all the schedules will be, all the bios and information. There's a map because there's so much going on. You're going to want to be able to find everything on site.
So, and if we mentioned if someone wants to help out for an evening, a day, a couple hours, is that the best way? Go to the website, connect with you guys there?
Yes, there is a form that they can fill out there, but even better if they want to go straight to the horse's mouth, so to speak, is KelownaMade@gmail.com. You can send me an email. I'd be happy to get you in. We definitely need more volunteers. Definitely happy to involve more sponsors if you're thinking of being involved. Come down, check it out, talk to us. We'd love to have you involved there. We can still give you a big splash on site.
Yeah, so we've missed, obviously we talked about this before, we missed sort of the promotional side of the sponsor, but you can still activate
absolutely
at the park or at the festival as well,
absolutely.
Right? So is the goal that this will become now an annual event? Is that sort of the idea, as long as Mother Nature works with us?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the idea, is now that we're going to keep building on this as bigger and better and keep doing it annually?
That's the idea. And, I think in the grand scope of things, we'd like to see it being activated in other parts of the community. So, people that live in Glenmore or Rutland or Mission can go to something in their little,
happening there.
Yeah, like down in the,
cool.
Rutland Centennial Park or Glenmore Rec Park, right? And so as these new fields and things start to take fruition a little bit more, I would like to activate those areas. So eventually comes to be a bit more of a, of a bigger community festival, more activation. So, say you're a mountain biker and you want to do the mountain bike race up in Crawford, you're still part of the Kelowna Made experience, but you're doing it in your own aspect.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, eventually, we got to run before we walk, or
for sure.
walk before we run.
And and we're asking, like, come support it, because obviously we need the support from not just from financial support for sponsors, volunteers, but we need to show up.
You need to show up. It's for and by Kelowna Made. It's for Kelowna people. Like,
it's the right name for it.
It's right here. It's by Kelowna. Like, everyone that's involved, everyone that's performing is either based right here in Kelowna or close to.
Right.
So that was really important. That it was really home. It was Kelowna Made. So that's really important to us, as well as the aspect people do need to come and give us your feedback. Like, what did you like? What don't you like? What would you like to see more of? And we welcome that feedback, because maybe next year, well, I'm planning next year, that Sunday will be the festival. And as Craig says, like, maybe it can expand to like 10 days of activities.
For sure.
Maybe this is taking over what we lost when we lost things like the regatta and other things like that in the city that brought the community together. And this is definitely the opportunity for everybody to come together. So we hope to see you there.
I love it. Well, I'm in West Kelowna, but I'm still coming to the Kelowna name.
Okay, good. It's still Kelowna in the name. I think that's okay.
There's no cost.
No
I know
cost.
it's a question, but I would assume for the vendors and stuff.
Yeah, like if you wanted to buy something from one of the vendors.
Yeah.
But if you want to do the bouncy castles, the cornhole, the rock climbing, the birdhouse making, it's free. Amusements are a little bit different. There's wristbands for sale. You can actually get a deal if you buy them online. Look at Google Shooting Star Amusements, and you can get a wristband for a discounted price. But if you want to just come down and not spend a dime, you can do that.
Yeah, and you can support. But we always encourage you to support the local vendors and the farmers markets and the food trucks and all that as well. So.
One thing we like to kind of urge is either transit, carpool.
I was going to ask. You read my mind.
Obviously, we're taking over City Park, so the City Park parking is going to be a little bit challenging. There's the Downtown Kelowna Association car show going on that day as well, so there's going to be a lot of people downtown. So if you're taking in the car show, swing on by Kelowna Made or vice versa, and then just park in the parkades or on the outskirts and walk in. Honestly, anything in the downtown core is only like.
I was gonna say it's okay if you walk a couple blocks.
It's really not that bad.
There's bike valet as well, isn't there downtown?
There's a bike valet, but we'll also have racks at outside our info tent. They'll be able to lock your bike to a rack, but it won't be a valet kind of thing.
Right.
There'll be some bike parking there. But come on down, walk down, come in through the tunnel and that type of thing. It's going to be great. And just want to make sure people are. Yeah, no,
that's a fair comment. I was actually going to ask that or make a comment that I think it's funny because we're like, if we don't park right in front of somewhere, we complain. But it's like we're typically a few blocks away. And just know it's going to be busy.
Yeah.
And, like you said, just go park on the outskirts or carpool or bike or whatever. There's other ways of getting in and hanging out. And once you're there, you hang out. So
all
it's
day.
all good. So anything happening, like is there anything from like beer gardens or anything? Someone asked that earlier from him. I'm like, I don't think so. It's more of a family festival. Like none of that going on, right?
No, we haven't dabbled in the beer gardens
fair enough.
quite yet.
Not yet, anyway. I mean, that's one of the ideas that we have that we're assessing for future years is do we, because Kelowna Made isn't really Kelowna without speaking to our wine country and our distilleries and everybody else that's part of this, as well as the food aspect.
Right.
So we're brainstorming ideas like, do we do some sort of long table dinner? Do we do some sort of beer garden or wine tasting as part of it? There's. I mean, the sky's the limit.
A Kelowna Made week.
We would love it. We would love it. And we want the people support. We need the sponsor support. But this is the start of something great. So make sure you're part of it.
That's interesting. So I think we already touched on if people have questions. We've covered a fair amount. But is there anything that you guys want to leave with? Is there anything maybe we didn't cover today that you want to let the audience know that we maybe didn't address?
Just come on down on
Friday.
Have fun.
Yeah, it's
we need the people now. We've built it, so we want you to come. Bring your family, bring anything you might want to spend the day, and come be part of it and engage with your community. That's what this is about. It's for you, by you, and it's all Kelowna Made. So we look forward to seeing you there next weekend.
I love it. And if you have questions, kelownamade.ca. The website's great. I have it up here. It's got everything on there. You can reach out. We are still looking for volunteers, so if you can spare a few hours, reach out. You'll have fun anyways. So, so that'll be great as well. And just to clarify, Friday, August 15th, August 16th, and August 17th are the dates. And make sure you show up. We need to support these things or we're not going to help them.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
So we need to show up, and I'm sure there's been a lot of hours and work that we're not going to see. So kudos to you guys and your team for putting this together, because I know these things take a lot of time and to put together.
But they're important.
Thank you to you guys as well for putting these things on. So,
well, thanks for having us.
No problem. For everyone else, please, like we said, please enjoy. Show up next weekend. Support our local vendors as well. Try to keep the dollars in our community as much as we can. And we'll see you next week on ATB. And a big shout out to ATB Wealth again for sponsoring these community spotlights. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.